Okay. How important is sex in a relationship?
Look, I think it's important. It's another part of a relationship that, you know, if you get all the little parts right, you end up having a really great relationship. I think Walidi Jizzy made some good points. If the reasons for it and it works, you're in rhythm with your partner, all those sorts of things, you tick those boxes. It doesn't have to be just a sheer quantity. You've got to have sex 5 or 6 times a week. If it works in your relationship, that's the most important part.
Yeah.
I told my wife I was going out to have sex for our relationship. I think it's really intimacy is really important in your relationship. So you don't just become mates. I think passion, to feel loved, and passionate love is really important. However people express it.
You think you can work on that, or it's just there or not there?
I think definitely people can work on it, because I think when you get involved, in a relationship, you get involved in each other's lives on so many levels, paying bills and looking after kids, and it's easy to become like workmates or like buddies. And
running
I think,
small business, really.
So I think you got to separate that and remember why you wanted to be with the person, which is because you were attracted to them and you felt passionate and you like all those things that they can do in life, and that made you attracted to them.
The most important thing is intimacy. I think sex is the easiest, probably the most enjoyable route, so to speak, to intimacy.
Yeah.
It's the quickest way of achieving intimacy. And the science tells us that chemical things happen between two people when they have sex that bind them together. Mental chemicals occur. So it is easier, it makes intimacy so much easier. But having said that, I mean, we all go through times in our relationships where there's a sex drought, probably, for one reason or another. And the important thing there is to find other ways to be intimate.
Such as?
To replace sex. The consciously asking each other, how are you? What are you thinking? What's going on? Can I wank you? No. But I think that's at the core of it, and sex is probably the funnest, quickest way to achieve intimacy.
8 years ago, I thought sex was everything. When I out the backside of high school, I thought it was everything in a relationship because I was so it's I'm starting to figure that out. I guess I've only found a few sort of girls along the way where I've had this connection that you guys are talking about because you're married. So obviously you found someone where you really get involved in lots of levels of their lives, when I find that, it's completely different for me. I think it is hugely important. I hope that it stays important.
I think it's pretty important, but what's more important is the meaning that you attach to it.
Yeah.
Right? So I think there are relationships and there are couples, for example, where they may not have really frequent or very active sex lives, but that's okay because there's a rhythm that works. So I think as long as people are in sync and you don't feel neglected.
It is when you have busy lives, as you've described, children, is maintaining intimacy with your partner, not just physical but emotional in every way. Is that a challenge, and if so, are you good at it?
I reckon I've gotten, well, it's not just me, my wife and I have gotten really good at it, actually.
I'm good at it, my wife is.
Yeah, she's terrible. I'm intimate, but she's not. Yes, no, it's a reciprocal arrangement, I think is the way to say it.
She turns up sometimes.
So how do you
start
maintain
without me?
We maintain it, I think, by making certain time that we have together really sacred.
Yeah, another way.
And well, for me, because of my work schedule, it's in the morning, and so we create rituals, right? So for us, it might be brunch. We'll go out, and this will happen. And it might mean that we spend our money.
Without the kids.
Yeah, and it might mean that we spend our money on that, and it means we don't live in a great house.
Yeah.
But we understand that as not wasting money on food, but actually is investing in a relationship. You've got to make an investment in some way.